Alright, let's look at the homework 10, problem number 7. Alright, so we want to use section planes to construct the conic sections. It's actually a circle, parabola, an ellipse, and a hyperbola. Alright, so let's do that. Alright, open up SketchUp. Alright, so first we need to get rid of this person here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the line tool. So start from the origin and move up, say 10 feet. Alright, and hit enter. Alright, so you have a line segment, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to tilt it 30 degrees or something like that. Right, so I'm going to use the rotate tool. Right, then let's say we're going to rotate about a red axis. So here, click here, and it doesn't matter where you click it, and you start tilting it, and I'm going to tilt it for 30 degrees. Right, so we have that. Alright, then we can just try to complete a triangle by go perpendicular to the blue axis. So here, start from here. Oops, start from here. Then parallel to the green axis, and sometimes we have to zoom in to get make sure that we're right on the axis, right? So here, let's see, somewhere on there. All right, then we're gonna zoom out and complete a triangle by connecting those two guys together. All right, so we have a right triangle, which it looks kind of like that. All right, then we try to rotate it about the blue axis to create a cone, a circular cone. All right, so we need a circle to guide that. So a circle tool, and we can just put it at the origin and pull it out. Doesn't matter with what radius. I just put that in there. All right, move out. And I'm gonna actually, it really doesn't matter, but I'm gonna just erase the inside so that here's a track. All right, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just rotate this guy all the way around. So I'm gonna use the follow me tool, right, and click on this triangle, and then just rotate it all the way around. Right, so you have that. Right, click. Right, then we can just erase here, right? And I'm gonna erase this top too. So just gonna erase the top, right? Then I'm going to make this a group. So I'm gonna just choose the whole thing by putting a box around it, and then right click and make a group, right? So that it is a group, right? Then again, I'm going to copy this. Right, then I'm gonna make another one. So paste here. So you have a copy here. Right. Then what I'm gonna do is right click and I'm gonna flip it upside down. So flip it about the blue axis, and we get this. Right. Then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna just put this guy right here. So sometimes you have to move things around so that if it's exactly. So I'm gonna use the move tool, then move it to wherever we want. And sometimes it's hard to really get it there, so I'm having hard time. So sometimes I have to kind of move it and see if we can get it to work. So we have a move tool again, and then I'm gonna move it to right there. Oh, actually, let's see. Right, I'm gonna move this guy to right. Yep. All right. So that's exactly what I wanted to do here. All right. Then next step is I'm going to actually choose the entire thing, right, and then ungroup it. Oh, sorry. We're gonna choose the entire thing and they explode. So break it apart, and then we're gonna make a group again, right? So this one piece right there, right? Right, so what we want to do next is now we have a circular cone, which looks very nice, right? And we're gonna cut it by a plane, section plane. Right, then let's start with, let's see, so I'm gonna just go to Tool, and then we have Section Plane. So click on that. Right, so that just if you want to name it, you can name it, but I'll just leave it as it is. And then I'll like the blue one. I'll start with the blue one first, so you can use the arrow key to choose the one you want. And here, right? So you can see that it tells you the cross section of the whatever the object. In this case, we have a circular cone, and we're slicing it with a section plane. All right, then if you want to move it up and down, you can use the move tool. Then you can see that you can slice it anywhere you want. So here it just moves up and down, and you can see that this is actually creates a circle, right? All right, so let's say we're gonna tilt a little bit, for example, right? So we're gonna let's see, tilt using the rotate tool, right? And I'm gonna rotate it about the green axis. So I'm gonna turn that into green, right? Then here, then I just click on anywhere here. Then we can just tilt it. Right, so let's say tilt it for 20 degrees or something like that. So hit 20, right? Then we can use the move tool to go up and down, right? So if you look at the cross section, right, this is an ellipse, and maybe if you move it up and down, maybe you can see it a little bit better, right? So here, and I'm gonna slice it. So here you can see the ellipse, right? And if it's a real circular cone, it extends forever. So we wouldn't see an edge like that. But here, if you cut it here, you have an ellipse, and you have an ellipse there. All right. So then remember that we tilted for 30 degrees. So so this is 30 degrees, so I have to tilt. So this was 20, so I have to go another 40 to make it 60 degrees, so that it's parallel to this edge. So let's do that. So rotate tool, and then we're gonna have to do the green one again, right? Then we're gonna rotate it another 40 degrees, right? So it was 20, so in total we tilted 60 degrees, right? Then if you use the move tool to move it, so this is parallel to this edge right here, right? So if you turn it like this, right, so you can see that cross section is going to be a parabola. So here you see a concave down parabola. Maybe I'll rotate it a little bit more, right? So you see that here, and it's a concave down parabola, and as you move it, it becomes a little bit wider, and if you go up here, see, this is a concave up parabola. So you can really see that by slicing the circular cone, we can create all kinds of parabolas, right? Then the next step is we did parabola, we did ellipse, and the next step is hyperbola, right? So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually rotate it again another 30 degrees, so that the section plane becomes upright. So let's do that. So here, and I'm gonna choose the green one again, right? So I'm gonna rotate it 30 more degrees, so it becomes completely upright. And I'm gonna just turn this around so that you can see, right? So you can see that this is a hyperbola, and we can again, we can move this guy back and forth, so you can see that here you can see the hyperbola, right? So this is a very good tool to visualize, see the cross section, and it is very difficult if I was doing chalk and blackboard and try to, do my best to draw the picture. And but if you use this tool, you can see exactly what's going on, and exact cross section, and we can demonstrate how we can construct the conic sections by actually slicing the circular cones. All right, that's it. I hope that this was clear.